everyone, my name is Emma Gerard and I am a service learning student with California State University, Monterey Bay. And today I'm going to be giving a book review on a book I grew up with as a child and I have kept through my 29 years that I have cherished. It is this book of fairy tales by Neil Phillip and by Nilish Ministry. This book takes you around the world. I mean, as you can see, some of the outfits are kind of an indication of different places that you can go. Of course, Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella, France, but it also touches upon Japanese stories, Chinese. They can be anywhere from a page to several pages. The best part about this book is that not just the fact that it goes around the world, but it also gives you background information on how that story was created actually, and what the setting might actually look like in real life. For instance, Beauty and the Beast gives you kind of a glimpse at, with an actual illustration from that time of what the outfit would look like in 1756. Some of the gowns and the castles that the story was inspired by, and that you could actually see if you went to Germany, or not Germany, went to France and visited yourself to see the inspiration behind Beauty and the Beast for setting. And it takes you somewhat around the world. There's, the famous Cinderella with the background information down the sides and beautiful illustrations stretching across the page that are extremely detail oriented and just beautiful. Their facial expressions, you can see when they're, extremely angry or, very happy, very sad, just a lot of the emotions. And it also talks about, on some of the sides of the page, it compares it to some of the retellings in today's modern history, such as, Walt Disney's Cinderella and Walt Disney's Beauty and the Beast, which I think is a really great way to compare and for children to understand, this is the real origin of that story. It even has The Little Mermaid, which is sadly not the best story that has been retold, especially since the origins of the story are quite dark and the original is very dark. Another one that is really beautiful is the imagery of like the kimono that you can see of what the dying wife left behind in description. The snow wife, she's he finds this girl out in the snow and she's very ill and very sick and she disappears. And when spring comes, she's gone. Turns out she is snow in winter itself. There are many stories throughout this book, and I can't get enough of the introduction also tells you that, you are going to experience stories from around the world of, samurais and the Crow Man and the actual genie from Aladdin and just in the Frog Prince and Little Red Riding Hood and Cinderella. I've always come back to this book. It's just a favorite of mine, and beautiful storytelling and illustration, and I'm glad that it's still around, because I think it is important to know the origins of fairy tales so we can understand what the meaning behind them is and know more about the country that they come from, which gives children cultural exposure, and it kind of piques their interest in wanting to know more about that story. So, and it's a chance to escape while also teaching them about what the story's about and where it's from. Thank you for coming to my book review, and I'll see y'all later.